6.
Wait a second. I raised mine.
Yeah, I
Oh,
never voted. I would say. So 601. Okay, for vice president of the council,
I'll nominate.
Second.
and all those in favor? 601. Hey, ABC appointment, Bill Williams has been, the representative for several years, and I assume he wants to continue. Is there a motion to appoint Bill Williams to the Alcohol and Beverage Commission? Okay, Jim,
I'll second.
Ellie, all those in favor? 7-0. Oh. And then we don't have the approved minutes. I didn't see
I
that.
didn't know if you wanted to do
It's
the.
down below.
Oh, it's down below. Okay.
Yeah, right there on the back page. It was out of the appointment.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, Solid Waste Management Board, Tom is on that. I assume you want to continue. Okay, is there a motion to nominate Tom to the Solid Waste Management Board? Kelly, is there a second? Yes. Dale, all those in favor? 601. Emergency Management, Jeff, I assume you want to continue on that. Okay, is there a motion to appoint Jeff to the Emergency Management?
I'll second.
Kelly, all those in favor? 601. Insurance Committee, Denise, you're on that.
That's me.
Continue. Okay, is there a motion to appoint Denise to the Insurance? Kelly, second. Tom, all those in favor? 601. JRAC Advisory Committee, Kelly, we're going to continue.
Sure.
Okay, is there a motion to appoint Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Jim, and Jim second, all those in favor? 601. Council attorneys, our motion to appoint Taylor Powell as our council attorney for 2024. Kelly, second. Tom, all those in favor? 7-0. Trustees of the Fountain County Employee Benefit Trust, that's Dale. Let's continue in that. Okay, is there a motion to appoint Dale as our trustee? Sure. Okay, Kelly and Tom, all those in favor? So. Planning Commission, is Jim McKee. Jim, you want to continue on that? Okay, is there a motion to appoint Jim McKee? Okay, Jeff and Kelly, all those in favor? 7-0. Okay, minutes, are there any corrections or additions to the December? I wrote that down. Yeah, okay, go back. Board of Zoning Appeals, Rodney Norman is the council appointee to that. And I assume he wants to continue, so there will be Jim and Kelly, all those in favor? 7-0. Now the minutes, is there any corrections or additions to the December 11th minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve? Yes.
Second.
Kelly, all those in favor? 7. Report of collections is submitted for the health department and the reporter for the month of November. One with reported collections for the ambulance clerk and sheriff for December of 2023. Is there a motion to acknowledge those?
Second.
And Kelly, second. All those in favor? 7-0. Review and acknowledge clerk's monthly report for November 2023. Is there a motion to acknowledge that? Second.
I'll second.
Kelly, all those in favor? 7-0. Okay. Invoices, ARP funds, showed an invoice for $4,953.90 from Cameron Starnes of Pat Stennis and Hollister for work on the county NX BOT agreement. Is there a motion to approve that payment? Denise, is there a second?
Second.
Kelly, all those in favor? 7-0. Encumbrances, motor vehicle. We have, $2,402.77 for gas and oil, $7,979.56 for other repairs and maintenance. From seated commissioners, $22,973.15 for telephone and $6,231.85 for internet. Is there a motion to approve the encumbrances? Okay, Kelly, second. Okay, all those in favor? So, the caliber system, we want to encumber those funds. We talked about in December, we approved, we had 85,000 left in the council budget. And they agreed to accept that, but we haven't received an invoice yet, so we can't encumber that until we get
Right,
it.
and it's not gonna be quite 85,000, so
Okay,
we may have to
okay.
do more. So.
Have you heard anything from them, Dana?
I got an email back this morning from Lee, who will be dealing with the caliber, and he said that he sent it to one of the office for that, and we're getting it back dated for 2023.
Perfect. Okay, so did you get that? Pardon me, go ahead, Dina.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay.
I talked to her.
Okay, and then I think there's a couple other departments that want to encumber and they haven't received the invoice yet either, so we'll be there at that February meeting. Okay, so department heads, Jason?
I have given you guys the handout from, this is from USI as far as our 2024 community crossings application goes. This is an estimate, itemized estimate from USI to get the application process started. The state is doing a pilot program this year for community crossings and upping the funding to $1.5 million projects. So, our current project was to be Stringtown Road from Covington city limits to, 840 South. That's about eight and a half mile road, I believe. So when we got the estimate from USI, we had some funding left over and we asked how much more we could possibly do with the remainder. And we can do another mile of road, which would tie 840 South into Stringtown Road down to 500 West. So we can do another mile of road. This includes striping, shoulder work. We have some pipes to replace on this stretch, which we're gonna take care of. So with that being said, our county match at being at 25% would be close to $500,000. Last year, we paid $382,000 for our match for River Road up north, 1400 north. So I was just making sure we can fund this. There's no issues. We could be getting about 10 miles of road done for.
So you'll be able to get 1.9 million from this
Yes,
community?
yeah,
Okay, and, you know, and to me, my opinion is $491,000 is pretty good bargain to get 1.4 million from the state, so.
and that cost is just an estimate from USI. This is not, we have, no bids yet from Milestone, Ruth Riley, and Michael Scott, so.
Everybody okay with that, that for him to go ahead and apply for this? Community
Yes.
crossing?
I'll speak with the commissioner, you probably do have a financial letter. Commitment letter that we'll have to send in, so I'll get that off the commissioners if you guys are okay.
Yeah.
And Jason, also that I see here, the line multi-component solid white 4 inches on each one of those proposals. And I'll tell you, I've heard more in the last few weeks about lines
Yep.
on our blacktops in Fountain County. Many people, how dangerous it is, they just knew where the edge was. And so I'm glad to see that on there. Now, we've talked about it before. I've also talked to Terry, right, Terry, said something to you about it. I'm glad to see it there.
And Dale Clausen will be glad to see that white line by his house. Cause he's preached for that the whole time I was on the council.
So that's our projected.
Oh, he's moving?
Yeah,
I heard that.
didn't get it done in time for us.
It's all because of basketball, you know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on that
Well,
list, just for ourselves, from our local funds, we're gonna be doing about 3-4 miles of paving ourselves, and then trying to do about 60 miles of chip sealing this year.
Okay.
So just to give you guys an idea.
and
Are you still gonna engage, with the company that does dust control, the same company?
Yes.
Or I guess they go in and get something.
Yeah, Great Lakes Florida, yes, yep.
I'm just kidding, see, I mean,
We're looking about 60 miles if we can get the material. So. We're just getting ready for the weather this weekend and tomorrow. So.
Yeah, they're looking right.
Yeah. Stay safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, she's already.
She's already-
Okay, Dana, you have anything else?
All the chairs are filled. I did have a gentleman, he bowed out, said that, you know, this wasn't for him, so I was like, okay. So when my part-timers have moved up to full-time, I do have another application in from a Lafayette PD dispatcher who's willing to do part-time here. So I'm gonna meet with her sometime this week, so that'll fill in my other part-time position, and then just the other position we have is a floater position for other hours. Other than that, we're doing good and we're moving along.
Okay, great.
Any questions?
Anybody have any questions for Dana?
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Stay warm.
You
Thanks.
too. Stay safe.
Terry? Anything? Okay, what you've been talking about,
We brought that with us. So,
yeah, you can, I mean, meet with Dale and Denise.
yes,
And then, we can discuss it in the February meeting.
Yep.
Okay. Is Garth here? No? Tina?
she was.
She was? And how about Jenny? Is she here? No? Okay, we have, Wayne DeLong and, Jenny from, Gene X Solar. Do you have anything?
No, we're just here to just hear what's coming in 2024, the new nineteen of your board appointments, just get the feedback. They're just moving through it, review with the county. We have a meeting next week with Roger to talk with the comments that they've got. We're within the review window. Certainly we're ready to commence the PDA discussions at the county's pleasure. So we'd be prepared next month at your.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for me? Anything else? Colin? Yeah. Wow.
15 minutes.
If we approve, as for, this thing. The 19,000.
The 19,
Yeah, that was in our minutes.
yeah, okay. You got it.
Terry, I might be a little bit quick on this. We talked about, in our meeting the other day about these signs. You know, the jail sign and the med shed. And, have you had a chance to talk to Jason? I think about it.
I'm not, that's one of our conversations today.
Yeah, right.
We'll look on that.
Is it okay if I ask, tell the council what I asked you?
Yeah.
I was talking to Terry, about getting signs that we have, jail, we have a medical building, there's no signs around. Saying this is where they are, or whatever, I think we need that. Secondly, I think there's a need, and I think somehow or another, it gets tossed aside. And that is a caution sign at the medical building and the sheriff's building. They're in and out of there all the time. And I think that we have been kind of been pushed aside a little bit. And whoever the individuals that we need to talk to, I think we need to get that done.
Are you talking like signage on 74 that says it's at exit, whatever?
Yeah, for the jail, for the mention, yeah.
Yeah, that one, you got 77 westbound, in case I'm having to get off the interstate, you know where to go. And then what you saw about part of the pulling out, having to have some type of flashing or flashers right there at that intersection, just to notify people. So,
Jason, is that something you could talk to the Carversville district about? And if we could get something like they have over here across the river, for the truck entrance.
Yes.
Yes, we get, and, I mean, it's solar, so
Right.
get something like that to warn at that intersection. And I know we talked to Alan Plunkett before he left there about doing that, and he was working on it, he left. You told me who the new superintendent was, but a district director, and I don't know.
Shane Spears was up there, he went to a private company, so I'll have to
Okay,
see who's over there now.
okay. If you can check on that, if you can get that and a couple signs on the interstate. Planning department over there to make those easily, so. Okay, thank you.
What about cleaning up along that fence line? We got two buildings you can't see, I mean, you can see them, but you can't. They're government buildings. You go down, you run, 63 south to Evansville. You get outside of Evansville, you got umpteen signs. But just, anything crossing the road, they got a course line, and here we have nothing. And so, I just think we need one.
yeah, they're on the west side of the street, that's one. They've been out there, state's been out there and cut it back. But it's not, it just need to be cleared.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure since it's 41, the state's got to approve clearing that, but you could maybe check on that and see if.
Yeah, it's limited access. Go through.
Right.
No,
This is Garth.
Okay. Yeah, Gar?
So to elaborate on the fence line, this was looked at back when Craig and Don was in there. We checked with the state. Anything on the west side of the fence is the state. Anything on the east side of this fence is ours. The state says that you can clear it, but we have to put it back to the original state. So if we tear up the fence, it has to go back to the original state. There was discussion about some of the limbs that were hanging over. And from what I gathered then, the state really did not want to do anything with that. And that's kind of where it ended. So it was discussed, but everything on the west side of the fence is state. And they have to approve to have that taken out. Everything on the east side of the fence is ours, but we have to, if we destroy the fence, we have to put it back to the original state.
Okay.
So we worry about the bank, going.
They're more worried about the messages and down. So they can delineate between.
And how much fence is actually there,
There's no molestation.
Jason, if you just check with the state, and if we can't get any action from them, then we'll just need to go to state senators, Spencer Deary and Sharon Nagel, and have them put some pressure on to get something done. We should get for them.
Jenny's got her on.
Oh, Jenny? Do you have anything, health department?
Yeah, so, with our resignation of Shelley, our public health nurse, we have hired someone new. She starts today, Jessica Ricketts. So Shelley will be able to train her for 1 week. Anything else for me?
Anything?
Who is
Yes.
that? Who you?
Jessica Rats here a while back for one and Amber screening.
Yes, we're still in the process.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What about?
Yes.
She did the things.
What about discussing salaries?
Do that,
Yeah,
okay. For,
what do you think?
I think, like we just talked about, I think if you're going to discuss job performance and evaluations, you can certainly do that in executive session. You can come to decisions, but you can't make a final action, right? You guys can decide, hey, this is what we're thinking. But in terms of the discussion of salary, and I know this kind of interweave, but in just terms of discussion of salaries, that can't be an executive session. So then I think it comes down to what you in your mind want to discuss, knowing that salaries can't be an executive session, but job performance and things like that.
so, okay, so do you want to do an executive session before our next meeting and
Well-
talk about job performance and then we go?
Don't you think, on the 911, that you think they ought to make a recommendation to?
The board, yes, and I thought that's,
Yeah, the board.
because when's that coming up that you're,
Our meeting's so.
the 17th to make, to decide whether that person in there will stay as, okay.
And you'll recommend the salary or,
Yeah, we will, the board will, yes.
what about EMA?
You're on that board, maybe the board, aren't you? Yeah. So maybe the board might want to discuss that and then make a recommendation to the, council. When's your next board meeting?
I think it's formally, so I think this month or next.
Okay. So you want to hold off till February to discuss this?
Is that what you guys want to do?
You should manage executive session, you think we do? I don't know.
Probably not, if the board is gonna give us a recommendation. If you decide you want to do, but I mean, we can only discuss job performance, and if the board is going to do that and then make a recommendation to us, I don't know if we necessarily need to have an executive session with job performance.
Well, it becomes redundant.
Yes, that's right. And then we're
And you should,
second guessing their
And-
decision.
and they should be following the chain. So instead of jumping over a step, and it needs to follow the chain.
But the only thing about that, Kelly, is the commissioners appointed in not the board.
Right.
You just chime in, you just need 48 hours notice on the executive session, so if they meet on the 17th, get your decision. Sometime shortly thereafter, you have a couple of weeks at least before the next meeting to decide if you wanted to, based on that, have an executive session.
Okay. And you can discuss it then at your next EMA board meeting too, and then let me know, and if we need the executive session before our next meeting, we can do 8:30 executive session and a meeting at 9.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Agreeable with everyone? Okay. Just, we looked at your financial report, we did end up in the black, $259,000, so. That is far better than I was expecting it. Yeah,
Looks crazy at the end, so.
yeah, no, this year, but. Is that 9 million, is that the record on our collection? I keep a spreadsheet and I didn't look at that yet. I'll get a for next month, I'll have you a spreadsheet of what our general's been the last 7 years, paid, so. Anybody have anything else? Yes, Carol?
That's, the minutes here, it says the attorney was going to look into this German-based company at.
Stuttgart,
Pardon?
Oh, and Stuttgart, yes,
Biolytics.
yes,
We discussed, there's no issue, so it's usually, everything stays in the States, it's not moving across. Everything stays in the States, they're actually coming tomorrow to get things set up, so
okay.
everything's good.
When should you hear something from DLGF?
They already have them. They approved their budget and tax rate.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, they have a lot less than what we proposed, but. So. But there, you know, we can only raise it so much too, and I think we're within $700 of what the maximum levy could be, so. It's just. Doesn't cover everything that it should, but. Yes, Earl. It's all right.
Okay, on compensation fine, it says that, there's enough money in the budget to pay it out at this time. Did that?
Oh, the comp time, yes, I was gonna ask about that. Did everyone accept?
No,
No?
ended up being a fiasco. We had one employee with several hours. Sheriff Holt helping with that. And, that person will be paid out all but 100 hours. And everybody else, as per our policy, we can only keep 80 hours in the book. I think everybody is under that now, except for that one employee, is that correct? Yeah. And, a lot of them did choose, or some of them chose to be paid out, some chose to keep it, but we couldn't force their hand because of the books for that, please, so. But we did get some of it off the books.
Okay. We got some of them paid. Okay?
Well, we need to get them all paid.
We tried.
And a letter did go out to the department heads, enforce, to force them to use it, and there
Keep
better
track.
be a good reason.
And keep track of what the hours are for future, okay, that which is what we proposed, so. Carol, anything else?
Thank you.
Sure? Okay, yes,
Did everybody receive that legislature thing in February?
yes.
Did you receive that? Any, you guys gonna go, going home, anybody going? Too early to tell you.
Yeah, somebody that.
I'm always going, it's kind of a, you get to meet everybody, they talk about capital news and so on, it's not bad. I'm thinking
Talk to them
about,
about something, yeah.
hey, that, okay.
Okay.
Want me to go, we'll take care of it.
And Jason's supposed to be here next week.
Yes, Jason will be here at the next meeting. He's working on, those figures now, so. Okay,
He'll talk to us a little bit about it.
yes, and, the, ambulance, that special, went there too, so. Okay, anybody have anything else? Motion else, okay. We have a motion.
Second.
Second, all those in favor? Thank you very much.
Is that what you're
Just mark that time.